Coming up on today's Locked On Angels, it's New Year's. You know what that means. Let's make some resolutions right now on Locked On Angels.
You are Locked On Angels, your daily Los Angeles Angels podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Locked On Angels, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. And thanks for making Locked On Angels your first listen of the day. I'm your host, Steve Granado. Follow me over on Twitter at Steve Granado, Granado. Of course, this is Locked On Angels. We cover Angels baseball right now in the offseason 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. As the title says, we're going to be making some resolutions here today. Today, as this episode releases, is December 31st, the final day of the 2021 year. That means 2022 is just hours away. So let's go ahead and make some resolutions. I'm not a big resolutions guy normally, but it felt apropos for today's episode. So let's go ahead and dive in. We're going to do this in 3 different parts as we always do. First, I'm going to give you our resolutions on at the stadium. I talk about the stadium experience a lot. Angel Stadium, what's it like? How much fun do you have? And we're going to talk about that, how the Angels can improve that experience. Then in the second half, we're going to go ahead and talk about the team itself, some resolutions for players coming into the 2022 season. And then we have a couple answers from you guys. We asked our Twitter family over on Twitter at Locked On Angels, and we have a couple answers from you, the listener. So let's go ahead and jump in. This is like the actual resolution that I have for this show. You've heard me talk about it before. 1,000 subs by opening day. 1,000 subs by opening day. We're recording this in advance, but I gotta imagine we passed the 700 threshold at this point. We are looking for 1,000 by opening day. How do we make that happen? Keep listening to Locked On Angels. Share the show with your friends, and of course, follow us over on Twitter at Locked On Angels. That is my main priority. We are going to get 1,000 subs on YouTube by the start of 2022's season. So if you haven't already, if you're on our audio side, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It matters a ton for us. So go do that. Thanks so much. Okay. Quite literal resolution we're looking for. Get out of the lockout. That is the quite literal resolution. Finding a resolution to the lockout. Hopefully in January, we might see some progress towards that. If you haven't checked out our lockout guides, they are available on YouTube. I will link them down in the episode description. Okay, Angel Stadium. So let's talk about the team store. I need some upgrades for that team store. And remember, as I criticize, quote unquote, the Angels out of all this, it's all coming from a place of love and a place from a fan's experience, what I want better at the ballpark. There needs to be some upgrades to this team store. So I was just at Honda Center, where the Ducks play, of course, across the street, looking for some Christmas presents. I'm a Ducks fan. Again, we're recording this before Christmas, so it comes out after, obviously. But I was just at the team store, and that team store is massive, and they have every varietal of things that you can imagine. I mean, there's every jersey they've ever worn. There's every t-shirt design, every sweater design, pullover design, tons of hats. Like, I know that team store is bigger than the Angel Stadium one that's behind home plate, but I just need more out of the Angel Stadium team store. There needs to be more options. There needs to be more. They've done a great job with the hats recently. There are more hats at Angel Stadium, but I just need more. I need more shirt combinations. I need some outlandish things. I need some more. I don't know. I just need more. So I want the Angels to continue to work on that. They definitely took a big leap with those old 80s style jackets they had this year. Again, the newer hats. I just need something more out of the team store. Just be more like the Ducks. Be more like the Ducks. I love the Ducks. I love going to Honda Center and having a good time out at the arena. So make it the same thing when you go to Angel Stadium. Ballpark upgrades. More food options, man. I talk about this a lot. You know I love food. We have our food guides, our Anaheim food guides. If you haven't checked that out, that was from a while ago. If you haven't checked that out, I'll also leave an episode link for that down in the episode description. Our pregame and postgame food guides, we toured the entire city of Anaheim looking for the best food, and we found it. So look at that. But Angel Stadium itself needs some more food options. I think what the Angels' resolution needs to be is to find what that signature thing is to eat at the ballpark. What is the signature food item when you walk into Angel Stadium for the first time? What is the one thing you have to eat? No, not helmet nachos. It's like $27 for cold nachos at the bottom of a helmet. Sorry, I'm not a helmet nachos guy, but the Angels need that big thing. What is that one big thing? They got to find it. What if it's like a brisket sandwich or something? I remember I used to get the brisket sandwich a long time ago when they used to have the Halo Ring or the Ring barbecue place. I don't know if they still have it in left field, but that's what I need. When I went to Petco Park, I had the a lobster melt. Great. I don't know if that was the signature thing, but I had it. It was different, and it was good. Wrigley, you got Wrigley. You got a Chicago dog, obviously. You go to Dodger Stadium, the Dodger dog. All that stuff. Angels need it. So what is the good thing to eat out at Angel Stadium? I think they have a pretty decent hot dog out at the ballpark. They got a pretty good drink selection. You know I love me a michelada when I go to Angel Stadium. But I need that big food item. What is the big food item for the Angels? Figure it out and find it in 2022 and make it the signature item when you walk in to the ballpark. What do you eat when you get to the ballpark, by the way? Let me know in the comment section here on YouTube. Okay, one more thing here from the Angels team side that isn't on the field. The Angels YouTube needs to be utilized more. And I know that the social media team is pretty small. It is everywhere and they're spread thin. And I know it's a tough job. I've done it myself, not for a major league team, but I've done it plenty of times. I know that social media is exhausting and there is a lot to do, but I would love for the Angels to invest in their YouTube side. We talked about the Cubs way back when and how good their YouTube is here. And I would love for the Angels to really invest in their YouTube side, maybe create a show, maybe like a weekly show, or, having, remember the Cubs did a whole documentary on the ballpark, things like that. I just want them to utilize the YouTube side more. Weirdly enough, since we're in the lockout right now, I actually went to the Angels YouTube to go check on it and everything's gone. The entire YouTube has been scrubbed clean. I imagine they're all just hidden private videos right now until the lockout ends. But I thought it was very strange. I went to the YouTube and was like, where is everything? So that's all gone. I would just love a whole dedication to the YouTube side. And that, again, is coming from somebody who is in direct competition with an Angels YouTube page, right? So that's just coming out of my love for the team, my love for fandom, and my love for the fans. I just want the fans to have more and more cool things to experience and be engaged with the team. And I think that's what the Angels need to do in order to do that. This holiday season, grab the protein bar that tastes like a candy bar, or even better, Built Bar is filled with so much holiday goodness, rich with decadent flavor, covered in chocolate, but it's amazingly low in calories, sugar, net carbs, and fat. And of course, it is high in protein. You get the best of both worlds, delicious and healthy. And of course, there's a bunch of different flavors you're going to have a hard time choosing. Are you going to go raspberry or brownie? Are you going to go cherry or double chocolate? You're going to go cookies and cream? Are you going to go peanut butter brownie? Or of course, are you going to go after those Built Bar Puffs? They're light and fluffy and marshmallowy, different flavors, all covered in chocolate, and they taste so good, you won't believe that they're filled with protein. And of course, here's your holiday secret. Dip those Built Bars into a piping hot cup of cocoa and let it melt a little to give your beverage a bit of that Built Bar flavor. Go to Built.com, promo code LOCKED15, and you get 15% off your order. It's that simple. Built.com, LOCKED15, 15% off. Back here on Locked On Angels, your first listen of the day and your last listen of the year. Wow, how about that if you're listening, when this comes out. Okay, we're going to talk about on-field resolutions. So here's some resolutions that I have laid out for player-specific and team-specific. So this is on the field, playing ball. This is what I think some of the goals should be for some of the Angels players. Hopefully, they have even higher expectations of themselves. That would be even great. Okay, obviously, the big one on the field, figure out your coaching situation. The Angels got to figure that out, who they're going to have at first base and who is going to be their catching coach. We know that that is something that is an actual thing that needs to be resolved. So they will obviously be end up doing that. Hopefully, we'll see that here shortly. Again, we're recording ahead of time. If they do that already, then done. Okay, I want to talk about Luis Rengifo. I want Luis Rengifo to keep grinding, man. Dude's 24. He's going to be 25 in February here, coming up in a little over a month or so. And I just want him to keep working. We've watched his workout videos. He's looking big. He's looking beefy. He's gaining weight in a good way and gaining muscle, working out with Jorge Soler. I want Luis Rengifo to keep grinding. And you know what? I want Luis Rengifo to just straight up win that shortstop spot in spring training. That's the goal for Luis Rengifo heading into spring training. Win that shortstop spot. No ifs, ands, or buts. No question about it. Go out and get it. I want a big spring out of Luis Rengifo. I think he's ready. I think he's ready, and I think he needs to be ready, and he needs to be the mindset where he goes into 2022 spring and go, you know what? It's time to show that I'm legit, and it's time to show that I am a big leaguer with staying power. No more AAA, no more DFA, no more send down, no more trade talk. No, I'm ready. And that's what I want out of Luis Rengifo. Again, he turns 25 in February. It's time for him to win that shortstop spot. Make Tyler Wade be the platoon guy. Luis, go get it, man. Go get it in 2022. Let's talk about Reed Detmers. Straight up, same thing. I want Reed Detmers to make the team out of spring. I want him to pitch so good at Tempe Diablo that you can't ignore him, and he pitches so good that he wins the 3 spot in the rotation. I want him to leapfrog, get all the way up to that number 3 spot, make sure that everyone knows the name Reed Detmers. Everyone knows there's no mistake. I'm the guy. I'm ready for the show already. We got a little taste of it in 2021, 2022. Reed Detmers, go out and get it, man. Go out and get it. All right, let's go to some of the mainstays. David Fletcher. David, I want you to return to 2019, man. Get back to those numbers. Fletch obviously had a rough year at the plate. He showed some signs of what he's able to do. We know the glove was still there. But in 2022, I want David Fletcher to look more like 2019's, 2020's David Fletcher. Get back to those numbers. And you know what? Improve on those numbers. I want David Fletcher to start stealing a little bit more. He had 15 in 2021. Let's get that to 25. Get David Fletcher to 25 steals in 2022. There you go. 25 in 2022. How's that sound? Fletch, get to 25 steals. That is your resolution. Nice and simple for Mike Trout. Resolution for Mike, no injured list all season. Never once. Don't once go on the injured list. Play a full year, full healthy. Go out at full force and just stay healthy all year. That is the goal for Mike Trout. The numbers we know are going to be there. I mean, hey, it's Trouty. They're going to be there. But his goal, again, make it through the season, no injured list. I'll give you a day today. You can get a day today, but no injured list. Okay, jump to Jared Walsh. Nice and simple. 40 doubles, 30 homers. That's your resolution this year, Jared. In 2021, he had 34 doubles and 29 homers. So can he get 6 more doubles and 1 more homer? That's on the low end. I want him to hit that plateau or that number. 40 doubles, 30 homers. That is your goal for 2022. Here we go. Let's jump to the new guy, Noah Syndergaard. I want Noah Syndergaard to pitch so well that he has a sub 1.1 whip. And you know what? That he never hits free agency with the Angels. I want him to get a contract extension by the trade deadline. There you go, Noah. Trade deadline is your target. Pitch so well in the first half of the season, past the All-Star break, that you end up getting a contract extension by the time we hit the deadline. Make it a lockup. Lock it down. Figure it out. I want Noah Syndergaard to return to just stellar performance. Just do it. Go out. Show the world that you're ready. Show the world that you're healthy. And show the world that you can pitch with the Angels for years to come. So there you go, Noah. Get a contract extension with the Angels by the trade deadline. And here's the big one. As a team, this is my last resolution on the field for the Angels. Straight up, nice and simple, 90 wins. That's the resolution. Hit that 90 win mark. Finish the season at least 90-72, and I'll call it a victory. That should be somewhere around the range to be competing for a playoff spot. If the Angels can hit 90 wins, that would be an absolute big victory for me. So there you go. How do you feel about my resolutions? Let me know in the comment section here on YouTube. Of course, at Locked On Angels as well. You can always call my voicemail line, 714-409-6396. And we're going to hear what your resolutions are. This episode is brought to you by BetOnline. BetOnline has you covered this season with more props, odds, and lines than ever before as football continues its march through the College Bowl season and the Pro Football Playoffs. BetOnline remains your number one spot for all the sports action this season. Head to the new updated desktop or mobile website to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit with the promo code Locked On to receive your bonus. Basketball, football, hockey, boxing, UFC, even your favorite Vegas casino games. Don't wait to take advantage of all the amazing offers available for 2022. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your favorite sports. BetOnline, where the game starts. All right, guys, back here on Locked On Angels, your first listen of the day, and again, your last listen of the year. Let's go ahead and jump on over to our Twitter side. We asked you folks if you had New Year's resolutions for the Angels. We got a couple, so let's talk about them. This one coming in from Hav Gordo. Thanks, Hav, for checking in. Said, I just hope they can make it to the postseason, even if it's the wild card. I want to see them make it and give Trout a shot. Hav, first time I've seen you pop in, so thanks so much. Yeah, man. I mean, obviously, playoffs are always the goal heading into a new season. But for the Angels, yes, 100%. Again, 90 wins might be enough to get you there. Hopefully it is. I think that's going to be the goal. And let's see. Let's see if they can do it. Thanks so much again for checking in at Locked On Angels. And then we have one more here. This is coming from Tank Zer. What's up, Tank? Has a couple of them for us, so let's go ahead and check them out. Number 1, healthy Trout, Rendon, and Ohtani. Number 2, playoffs. Number 3, more consistency out of our back-end starters like Jose Suarez and Jaime Barria. And number 4, hopefully a big season out of Reed Detmers. Is that a lot to ask for? Thanks, Tankster, for checking in. Last tweet we get here in 2021, so there you go. There's a little feather in your cap. Let's take it one by one. Healthy Trout, Rendon, and Ohtani. Yeah, we already laid that out for Trouty. We've talked about Rendon. We talked about Rendon in our Christmas wish list episode. So yes, Rendon, and of course Ohtani. Stay healthy, stay buff, my dude, and have a great 2022 season. Playoffs, yes, you're not the only one that wants playoffs. More consistency out of the back end of starters. Yeah, I like that one. Again, I think if the Angels add to the top of that rotation, if we had said, like Reed Detmers, like I said, had he gotten a 3 spot in the rotation because of how good he pitches in spring, then that pushes everybody back down and just strengthens the back end of the rotation. And again, I just touched it right there. Big season out of Reed Detmers. I agree wholeheartedly, 100%. Thanks, Tank. Thank you, Hav. Thank you, Angels listeners. I took over the show back in September, and it has been a ton of support, and you guys are awesome. You had a great 2021. Let's make 2022 awesome. Again, if you are here on our YouTube side, go hit that subscribe button. We are banking, again, my resolution, a true resolution I have is 1,000 subs by opening day. That is the goal. Don't let me down. Tell your friends about the show. Text them right now and go, hey man, there's this great show. You're an Angels fan. Go listen to Locked On Angels. And again, if you're an audio listener, go over to our YouTube side. It is linked in the episode description. Also linked there is our Twitter accounts. I'm at Steve Granado, at Locked On Angels. Our voicemail line is in there too. There's so many ways to talk to us. I always want you to be a part of the show. That voicemail line is 714-409-6396. Also in that episode description, I have other podcasts. Go check them out. A baseball docuseries called Our Game and a movie review podcast called Movies I Should Have Watched. It's all good stuff. I want to thank you for making Locked On Angels your first listen of the day and your last listen of the year. For your next listen, go check out Locked On Bets, your daily one-stop shop for all your gambling needs. Locked On Bets, hosted by your boy Q with expert analysis and insight from Lee Sterling. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us in today's episode of Locked On Angels. Happy New Year from all of us at the Locked On Podcast Network. Celebrate safely, stay safe, get a driver, call an Uber, call a Lyft, do all that stuff, and please celebrate responsibly so we can see you smiling out at Angel Stadium in 2022. For the last time in 2021, guys, I'm Steve Granado. We'll talk to you guys in the new year. Until then, later.